I tend to make a lot of calisthenics vlogs, but I hardly share some stuff of mine during calisthenics because first thing, I'm a beginner. Second, I'm still training those perspective exercise. So third, I don't want to share something which is not 100% good or at the best or something. I'm not saying now that I'm showing you because it's at the best, but I'm saying it works for me. It might not work for you, but these are the only scapula exercises I know. Unless there are some other I missed, you would let me know in the comment section. So first thing is first, how I warm up. So resistance band, find any place. It can be underneath. It doesn't need to be that high. It doesn't need to be that medium. It can be low. All it matters is the resistance you have here where your elbow is. And we're not gonna go so tight, not gonna stop the blood flow there, but what we're gonna do here is we're just gonna do retraction and then protraction. Retraction and then protraction. So the movement is pretty slow. You're not gonna have a big movement like ooh, ooh. It's just like it's here and then it's here. So it's very less, but you are working that scapula. So don't do too much, it's just a warm-up. You can go for 6 to 8 reps, change it aside. Don't stay too much in that position because you gotta let the blood to flow, right? So retraction, then protraction. Retraction, then protraction. You get that? I can show you a better view if you want. Okay, there you go. I mean, you guys have always seen me shirtless, so wearing a shirt is so weird. Okay, now you see my shoulders, and I can also show you the side view, but the resistance changing sideways, but I'm just showing you how that movement is. So retraction, protraction, retraction, protraction. So when you're doing this retraction, protraction, make sure you're going backwards, forward. You're not trying to overloop, jump. You're not trying to hinge that shoulder there. I just want you to go backwards and forward, backwards and forward, backwards and forward. Don't try to change the position. Make sure the shoulders are down, not shrugged. They're down, and retraction, retraction, protraction, retraction, protraction. Okay, some of you know that. I don't need to explain so much, but this is for those beginners who don't know yet. So, yeah, you can do that exercise. And then we have this. This is the best exercise so far. So what I'm gonna do is put this resistance band a bit higher because you needed the medium, but that is my hip range medium. It's a bit lower, but it's fine. I'm trying to get that 90-degree angle here. 90-degree angle, cool. And all I'm gonna do is retract that scapula here. You can see the scapula. So retract as much as you can. Have a 2 second, it's like a 102 tempo. So 1 second, 102 tempo. Yeah, so you go 1 second into the move and then 2 second hold, I guess, and then come back. So you try to do these 6 reps. Make sure you go as controlled, because the more you control, the more planche gets controlled. Scapula controlling, you know. We're not just trying to warm up, we're trying to activate those muscles. You can hold here for 5 seconds and you can let it go. So for those who have that tightness, when you do this exercise, you're gonna feel a bit loose in that area. You're gonna feel like, oh, my arm feels lighter. My arm feels flexible now. Before, I could do this only. Now I can do this. So yeah, you might feel the difference. So I always feel the difference. I feel like the shoulder is like stuck. I don't know, like stuck position. But when I do that, I feel like there's more range of motion in that area. So we're gonna do for the second one. The view is not gonna be good with that camera angle, but I'm warming up, so let me do that. You guys can carry on with me. So here we go. Up, retract, 1, 2, come down. Up, retract, 1, 2, come down. Up, retract, 1, 2, come down, up, retract, 5 seconds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, come back. So 6 reps is gonna feel like 16 reps. Just go for 4 reps, it's okay. The main thing we're looking here is that muscle hold. We're not looking at the reps. Never count the reps. I say reps because I don't want you to overdo it. But never count reps. If you feel you're good, keep going, but it's a warm-up, so make sure you're just in between 5 to 6, because warm-up is basically 5 to 6. You don't need to go above that, okay? There's no point. So, we're still warming up, blood flow is still going through that muscle is still activating with the brain connection. I hope I'm too much nerdy sciencey, I guess. I am trying to, that's what my course is, so I'm, okay. Okay. So basically I do 1 sets, don't go too much, because I already feel the traps in scapula, so I don't want to overdo it. And then the other scapular movements, these are the protraction, retractions ones, so I mean basically these 2 exercises which I'm showing you right now, there's no protraction in it, it's just neutral spine, neutral. It's just that when we go backwards, there's a retraction, like that arch thing, okay? So this thing is gonna be hard for some people. If you think it's easy, just step more forward and the resistance is gonna be harder. Want it easier, come back and the resistance is gonna be easier, cool? I would like you to do easier first, because if you're doing first time, you're gonna do that arch thing. You see this arch thing here? You're gonna do this. I want you to do this. I don't know if you see it, but when you do these exercises, it's gonna happen like this. I want you to stay like this. See that? So that thing is gonna happen. Don't worry, eventually, when that area gets stronger, just try to eliminate the movement. So you can go inwards, but try to stay neutral as you can. And all you're doing is going inwards and outwards. Make sure it's like it's in the distance here. You're not trying to hold this here. You're just in the beneath sideways, and you just need to go inwards and outwards. Now, because this is too low, I would suggest you, when you're doing these ones, make sure it's like neutral to your hips. If it's too low, then the resistance is pulling different from upwards. So because mine's low, but I can take this table and put it up. So I'm just gonna measure my hip here. So you can see this is my hip range. So I'm just gonna take it up again. And, oh, sorry, the lower thing is not the hip range, okay. So, okay, so I'm sure this is my hip range here. And good to have a standing desk. Life gets easier. Okay, so that's my hip range. It's a bit above, but it's where the arm meets. The arm should be 90 degrees, not up, not down, not up. Okay, so because I've done too much of that thing, my arm's already tired. But yeah, so we're gonna go this way, and what we're gonna do is do this way. So this is gonna happen, but try to do this. This will happen when the resistance is too much and you can't retract. So take a step back. It doesn't matter. It's a warm-up. You can go lighter first. You don't need to go heavier. You can hold again 2 seconds and then come back. Scapula, all it's about is holding. Don't think it's, I mean, you can do reps, but holding, I prefer holding. Because believe me or not, try to do reps for a week, then try to do holds. Hold's gonna be harder. Even though you'll be like, oh yeah, I do this every day. But then why is the hold harder? Because every training is different, bro. It transfers into reps, it doesn't transfer into hold. So you want static holds, so you gotta train holding exercises, not rep exercise. Unless you wanna do max planche push-ups, like fast paced, then maybe, yeah, 1, 2, 3, but if you want to hold that planche, then you gotta hold, squeeze that scapula, feel those muscles, make them warmed up, and there you go. That is how it's done. Cool?